Good evening and welcome to the first of two meetings tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove, and at this time we will convene our Board of Sanitation meeting for Monday, May the 17th, 2021. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You've been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, May the 3rd, 2021. Floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none.
I have none.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. This evening, Board, we have 3 pages of wastewater claims in the amount of $421,329.20. The floor is open for any questions or comments.
I have none.
I have none.
Jim, did you want to?
Yeah, it includes, I made the half of the ROI payment from the sewer for 2020. I was holding off on making those transfers to see what happens. I know people want to become less reliant on the sewer to fund other city government. So I waited as much as I could. So I went and did half of last year, so $353,446. So technically the sewer still owes the city half that as well for last year. So again, just started that process of making that transfer just to see. I think it's just proven that we are still relying on the sewer. We can hopefully minimize that in the near future, but for now, it's got to be made.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. No other questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the wastewater claims dated May the 17th, 2021 in the amount of $421,329.20.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. We don't have any old business or new business this evening. Comments from board members?
I have none.
I have none.
I'll ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
The meeting is adjourned. We will begin our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting as soon as we reset. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the second and final meeting this evening. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove. And this time we will convene our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Monday, May the 19th, 2021. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Andy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, May the 3rd, 2021. Floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none.
I have none.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, we have 21 pages of corporate claims in the amount of $838,285.14. Floor is open for any questions or comments.
I do have a question, please, on page 21, the very last page.
Yes, ma'am.
And the question is, the description or the appropriation is LLE, miscellaneous?
So that's education reimbursement. So they're basically reimbursing the education expenses for officers who take training.
Okay, thank you. That was my only question.
I have none.
Okay, thank you, Board. No other questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the corporate claims dated May the 17th, 2021 in the amount of $838,285.14.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, we have two items under unfinished business. First is the 2021 paving bid award, and I'll defer to the clerk to read the recommendation into the record. Jim?
Dear Mayor Buckley, we have tabulated, reviewed, and certified the bids received on May 3rd, 2021 for the reference project, the 2021 roadway rehabilitation and related items. A copy of the certified bid tabulation is enclosed. The apparent low bid was submitted by Robertson Paving at $637,578.65. The engineer's estimate was $766,553.78. Other bids were received from Midwest Paving and Morphe Construction. All bids received were reviewed for conformance with the contract documents. No irregularities were found. Due to an unexpected change to the project budget, the Board of Public Works and Safety has requested that a not-to-exceed amount of $601,009.77 be set for this project. This price reflects the elimination of the proposed work on 15th Avenue based on the unit prices of the low bidder. Robertson Paving was contacted about the change and is agreeable to the overall decrease in contract price. Robertson Paving has satisfied the bid requirements for this project, and we recommend award of the Beech Grove 2021 roadway rehabilitation and related items project in the amount of $601,009.77. A copy of the contract signature page has been enclosed for the board's signatures, subject to approval of this recommendation. A draft copy of the notice of award and notice to proceed letters have also been provided for the mayor's signature, with subject to approval of this recommendation. We appreciate the opportunity to work with the City of Beech Grove and look forward to assisting in the successful completion of this project. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me at your convenience. Sincerely, United Consulting, Brian Pearson, Project Team Leader.
Any comments or questions from board members?
I have none.
I have none.
Brian, did you want to speak or have anything to say?
I think it's covered.
Okay. Having said that, I'll ask for a motion to approve having Robertson's Paving conduct our roadway rehabilitation program for 2021 with the amount set at not to exceed $601,009.77.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Also, Board, on the very last page on your report is a notice to proceed. Since we have just approved this, I'll ask for a notice to allow Robertson Paving to begin the project.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. Brian, we're going to make this real easy on you.
Excellent. I have these bid packets you'd like to retain for your records.
Yes. There's that, and then the notice of award proceeds back here. So can we get them all back?
Yep.
Thanks, Brian.
We'll get it signed, executed, and back to you.
Thank you.
That concludes new business. Under our old business, under new business, we have several items this evening. The first item is 2021 sanitary sewer improvement bid opening. This time I'll defer to our board member Sandy Sewer to open the bids and read aloud, please.
The first bid is submitted by Granite Inliner out of Orleans, Indiana. The total unit price bid is $576,853. No cents. And the second bid is from Insight Pipe Contracting out of Harmony, Pennsylvania. And the total unit price on this quote is $743,443.50. The next sealed bid is from Instituform Technologies out of Chesterfield, Missouri. And when they say sealed, they are really sealed. And their total unit price bid is $57,177.60. The next one's from Miller Pipeline out of Indianapolis, Indiana. What goes with that? And this total unit price bid is $459,080.30. Next bid is from Robinson Pipe Cleaning Company, Louisville, Kentucky. And their total unit price bid is $636,527. And the next bid is from SAC Construction from O'Fallon, Missouri. And their total unit price bid is $619,419. And that concludes the bid opening.
Thank you, Sandy. What we'll do, we'll hand those off to our engineering consultant, Westler Engineering, so that they can review all of the bids and then come back to this board at the June 7th meeting for a recommendation. Brent?
You're welcome, Brad.
I was very happy with the amount of bids that we had on this, especially out-of-state contractors. Good. Thank you, board. Next up, first annual 5K run walk approval with the Marks Foundation. I think this is a really good opportunity for the city to draw people into it. And David Marks is here tonight. David, you want to come up and tell them what you would like to do, and we can hopefully make that happen. Welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, Mayor. I'm David Marks, founder and president of the Marks Foundation, a local nonprofit. We're here to talk about the Dennis Day 5K Charity Run Walk. It's an all-day event on June 26th, which is a Saturday. It'll include a 5K and a post-race block party of sorts. And all of the proceeds from that day will benefit a worthy cause. The cause is known as Dennis Day, and there's a wonderful local family, the Crouch family, that puts this on to either support an individual or support a family that has a loved one that battles cancer. Excuse me. Their father, Dennis, passed away 10 years ago, and they do a lot of good every year in his honor. The event itself starts with a 5K in the morning, And the route was specifically chosen to highlight Main Street, highlight the track, Holy Name, the old St. Francis site, Sarah T. Bolton Park, and some of the neighborhoods. And then immediately following that 5K is a post-race block party that'll span from 8th Avenue to 5th Avenue. It can be split up into 3 zones. You have the family zone, which is closer to the intersection of 7th, that has the Eagles, Scarlet Lane, Beech Grove Pizza Company, and then, like I said, includes the intersection where the 5K will begin and end. Then you have what I'm coining the artist and business zone, and we've invited a group of local artists from the Beech Grove Artist Collective to showcase their talents and make their wares for sale, and we would welcome any businesses on Main Street to do the same. Set up tables or in some manner highlight your store. And then you have the fun zone where O'Gara's Irish Pub is graciously helping us to put on a cornhole tournament, and they'll also host some of the raffles for the event. So overall, kind of sprinkled throughout these 3 zones, you have music, food trucks, raffles, live auctions. We're highlighting local businesses and just a whole lot of other fun things. The 5K itself requires advanced registration, and that can be done either on the Facebook or Instagram page for the Marks Foundation or our website, themarksfoundation.org. But the post-race block party is free to the public. It's family-friendly. People can come and go as they please. So that's generally it.
Thanks, David.
Yep.
I had previously talked to our Public Works Director about it, and our Police Chief and Fire Chief, and given them all of the information, and I think they didn't comment, so that's the sign that they're okay with it. And I think it would be good for the city. I happen to know Dennis, and what his family's done for him since he's passed, so it's a good thing. And David's families, they're good people as well. So I encourage you to pass this. We'll, between now and the event, we'll work with the police department, the fire department, Public Works, to make sure that the route is adequately protected. And plus, board, you'll have to, if you approve the event, you'll have to approve closing Main Street on Saturday from 6th to 8th Street, just as a precaution to protect pedestrians walking in and out. So I'll open it up to the board if you have any questions or comments.
How are you going to be publicizing this? I think it's a really great idea, but how do you get the word out so it's a really successful event?
It's really grassroots. I mean, it's through our foundation's pages. The 5K, we're partnering with Racemaker Productions, who's a local outfit on the west side that does this for a living, and they have a huge contingent of followers. So we're going to rely on them to bring people that are outside the community into Beech Grove, and then just word of mouth. Essentially, we posted on the Beech Grove's community page on Facebook.
Good.
So we've gone that route. I know Jim's helping us with the businesses. We'll be going door to door to talk to all the businesses as well, and
Okay.
really anybody that is that might be affected.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm not an avid runner, but I do run sometimes. But I know there's runners out there who follow timed races, so they will look around to any time races that are around them, and they will join any of them, regardless of the cause or the foundation they're raising money for. They will just do it because they like to be timed to make sure it's official, and so I think having that will just bring in more people to Main Street, and so I think it's an overall good thing, and people look for that, and they will come out for that, I think. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing for Main Street personally.
Yeah, just
So
to add on to that
I'm
too.
excited for it.
I mean, because of the pandemic in 2020, 5Ks and races still went on, but they were virtual, so people signed up and then they just had to do it on their own. So there hasn't been a whole lot of live ones, and this is one of the first few. So we're hopeful that also kind of kicks the attendance up a notch.
And it's inexpensive. What's it cost to participate as a runner?
$30 for an individual, and then there's efficiencies. So if you sign up as a couple, I think it's $50, and then a family of four is $70. So it's not $30 for everyone, but $30 for a single. And we are offering a virtual option for people that can't make it as well.
Great, a lot of work.
Thanks, Dan. Any further questions or comments?
I've done.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 5K run walk on Saturday, June the 26th, beginning at 10:30 a.m.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. And the last motion we need to make is to close Main Street from 6th to 8th and 7th Street from the alley north to the alley south throughout this event on June the 26th, 2021, beginning at 10:30 a.m.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. David, the only thing we ask is that you provide us a proof of liability.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next order of business is a Chamber of Commerce relocation board. This is not an item for approval. For over a year now, the Chamber of Commerce, Greater Beech Grove Chamber of Commerce, has kind of been dormant due to COVID. They had a location on Main Street, and they had to give that up, and the executive director took another job, so they're kind of treading water. And I really think it's relevant that the city have a chamber to work with, especially to entice business to come here. So I've invited them to work out of City Hall. How long, I don't know, but I want to get them going again. And they've just retained a new director, executive director, and I want to have an organization working for the city that helps promote business. So I put this little letter together just to inform the public what our intent is, and it reads like this. Board, recently I've invited the Greater Beech Grove Chamber of Commerce to relocate back into City Hall. COVID has taken an immense toll in the chamber, and the city needs the chamber to once again be an active participant in our city. Once they get situated, the chamber will either share office space with the Department of Compliance or occupy a meeting room adjacent to the council chambers. For public disclosure, I will not charge a monthly fee for space, telephone usage, printer, copier usage, or internet access. I want the chamber located here to help us promote business. So this is not an item for approval, just public disclosure.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I just think it's very important. Next up is fiber optic installation approval with Comcast. I'll defer to the clerk. Jim has been working very diligently on this, and this is a very nice upgrade for the entire city. So, Jim?
So over the last year and a half, we've been focused on communication for the city of Beech Grove, making sure that we are open, have open communication for all of our employees, department heads, just making sure that we are able to work efficiently, work from home, updated equipment, updated servers, having our IT company that we approved last month for a contract for them, making sure they are here on board, scheduled, and on contract every month to make sure we are able to be open and communication, have the communication up and running. Last year, with the coronavirus money, we updated lots of computers, the servers, all the networks for the city. This next step would be to working with Comcast is we will have a self-dedicated line just for the city of Beech Grove. So it's a 60-month contract, and it's going to raise our monthly cost about $2,100. Currently, we spend about $1,600 with Comcast. This will raise it about $2,100. It is budgeted for. We are able to pay for it. What it will do, though, it will allow us to work as a one group for the city. So to have an Ethernet dedicated internet, it'll have a 1 gig and a 29 static IP at the police station. That'll be where the main network is located at. The Ethernet network service or mesh network, again, it'll have the 1 gig at the police station, 100 megabytes at the remoting locations. We'll have dedicated project managers with Comcast, service level agreement. Basically, they're saying that with this agreement, we'll be up 99.99% of the time. If the internet goes down at any time, they are immediately alerted. We have a project manager who's always watching our communication, make sure they're up and running. If anything happens, they are alerted immediately, and they're en route to make sure it's up and back and running. So right now, we're kind of at their whim. If it goes down at the police station, we're not sure, DPW might be down, City Hall might be down, not quite sure where it's down at. We kind of have to go around trying to figure out what happened there, and then wait for Comcast to come out and fix it. With this service, they will be out immediately to fix it regardless of the time. It is monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So again, just making sure that we are up and running and able to provide communication for the citizens, or from the government for the citizens. So you have a contract there, and it kind of goes in more depth to what exactly it does, the amount of money it'll cost each month. And then I have diagrams as well that they went over with the mayor and I 2 weeks ago about it. So I think it's good, just the next step. It was recommended from our IT guy, Jay. So that's about it.
Comments from board members?
I have none.
If it is approved, like I said, it'll be the Comcast dedicated fiber solution. It's about 90 to 120 days for construction, so it will be a few months until it is actually implemented and built, but this will get that process going.
Jim has done quite a bit of work on upgrading our entire network, both computers and phones. He's done a very good job with this. This is the next step. This will allow us quicker access and more dependability, and we go down all the time. So hopefully this will resolve that issue, and we can go from there. So if there's not any other questions, I'll ask for a motion to approve into a master service agreement with Comcast and to allow the clerk to negotiate with Comcast.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Next order of business is change order number 1, the Garstang Drainage Project. The Garstang Drainage Project is complete. It's 100% done. We had a rain today and it worked. It took all the water out. So it was successful. We've had an age-old problem in that area that hopefully has been resolved. There was one cost override that we needed to address, and I'm not sure what that was for. Brad, you remember off the top of your head?
Just some additional quantities related to pipe and ditch and concrete curb and gutter.
But the extra cost was $752.26, which brought the total project to $141,452.26. Of that, the RDC is paying $60,000. So this is a item for approval this evening. So I'll ask for a motion to approve change order number 1 on the Garstang Drainage Project.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you, board. We have one more item, board, that's not on your agenda. It came in today. It was an email requesting a block party, and we've done this before for the family, and I'll ask Jim to read this into the record, but I ask that you be patient with this because the guy couldn't get his street right and the guy couldn't get the date right. But now he's had to send 2 or 3 emails to get it right. So go ahead, Jim. Good luck to you.
We'll get there. So I'm writing to request the street on Detroit Street between 13th and 4th Avenue be blocked off on Saturday, July 12th between noon and 9 p.m. Our neighborhood would like to have a summer block party that day. We have done this a few times in the past, and the city has been kind enough to allow us to do this. Do you think it's possible to do this again this year? Please let me know soon, as I want to rent a bouncy house for this party. Also, if approved, is there a phone number I could call that day to follow up on to make sure it gets blocked off? I think one time they forgot to block it off, and we were scrambling to figure out who to call. Thanks for considering this, Bob Boyle. And then morning, he said, okay, thank you. I meant to type the block between 13th and 14th Avenue, not 4th.
Oh, it gets better.
What was the
And
date?
then Mayor said, okay, we'll submit it for approval this evening. Thank you. And then Rebel Bowl responded back, said, also meant July 10th, not July 12th. So in summary, we're looking at July 10th, which is a Saturday. That's correct, right? Okay.
Yes.
From noon to 9, and to block off the block between 13th and 14th Avenue on Detroit.
Bob Boyle, he's a really good guy. Good people. Yes, we've done this 2 or 3 times for him. So any questions or comments?
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the request to block off Detroit Street between 13th and 14th on July the 10th.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. That concludes new business. Comments from board members?
I have none. Oh,
Jim, did you want to comment?
Yeah,
Fifth Avenue.
we received just more for your information. There's no approval needed, but Fifth Avenue Grill and Bar notified and said, to whom it may concern, Fifth Avenue Grill and Bar located at 423 Main Street would like permission to provide outside parking lot tent, stage, seating, and live entertainment on June 12th, 2021, between the hours of 5 p.m. to 11:30 to accommodate the wedding party of Heather, Terry, and Matt Shake of 238 North 17th Avenue. Thank you in advance. That was from Jeff Dees, one of the owners there at Fifth Avenue Grill and Bar. Again, it's all on private property. They're not asking anything from the city, but want to make sure that we were aware. I did tell them that the music needs to end at 11 o'clock, though, instead of 11:30. So, other than that, just for your information, again, it's all on private property. So, that's it.
okay.
All right. Thank you, Jim. No further business. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very